Parry this, you casual. Anyway. I honestly was just trying to break the glass in case of emergency. So you caught a stray there. They do need parry mechanics. Did you see the tweet that was like, Maria's sick, but I'm sicker? And then it was like James dropped into Jet Set Radio Future. That's a classic. Does the Silent Hill community accept NL, by the way? Hang on, it's a key of bliss. Yes, yes, we accept you. I'll take that. Why not? Well, there's a couple of reasons. I'm not playing the game optimally, but I am 35 years old, so it kind of reaching the point where like it would be more embarrassing if I did play it optimally, I think. And then one of the things I was going to say is I'm opening my map a lot, but then I feel, and I could be wrong, like it's one of those things where Silent Hill 2 enjoyers are like, you should just open the map as often as you feel comfortable opening the map, as often as you feel you need to. And it's like the RuneScape players who are like, you're opening your map too much. Do you accept the Silent Hill community? I think so. The game has immaculate vibes. Didn't you get on Corey's ass for opening the map too much? That was in Mario Party, brother. That's a circle that just goes around and around and around. Good bait, though. This isn't where I wanted to come out. I don't know where I'm going. I just want to go to the save point, man. I just want to go to the save point. You need to go back upstairs. Oh, okay. Back upstairs. Back upstairs. The ladder! Will more Slay the Spire come out on YouTube soon? Yes. I was simply not in a good position to record from Wednesday to till today, basically. Today I'll be able to record some more. And looking forward to it. I played a lot of Slay the Spire. It's true. Last run was nuts. I recorded that like maybe like a week and a half ago now. I don't even remember what happened. I need to go to examination room 4. The 20-minute speed run. It was Whirlwind Rupture. That sounds like me. Lapis Eye Key. Youch! Hated that. Oh, it's a crash test dummy, bro. Come on. Me trying to put in my contacts in the morning. Dude, I'm just gonna say it. There may come a point in like 100 years, maybe less, maybe a lot more, and maybe never, where glasses are seen as like it'll be clearly obvious that a movie doesn't take place in the present day because there'll be a motherfucker wearing glasses. And you'll be like, glasses? What is this? The 21st century? Can you believe people used to wear fucking refractive glass or plastic lenses on their face held there by a little plastic frame? But I'm so happy with glasses, man. I'm like an if it ain't broke, don't fix it guy when it comes to glasses, okay? Let me explain why. LASIK, sure. Like, people seem relatively happy with it. There are horror stories of people feeling like their eyes are full of sand, like 10 years after getting it, but apparently we don't like to talk about that here because there's a lot of people here who got their LASIK 7 years ago and don't want to face the truth. Contacts, I don't really like the idea of going like this and then putting my finger like up to my eyeball. And even once you get over that, I feel like every contact user has like one story where they're like, yeah, there was like a really strong gust of wind and it blew my contact like behind my eyeball. So I had to sit there for like half an hour looking to the right and then like digging to the left to get the contact out. And I'm like, I would rather wear glasses than even have to deal with that situation once, I think, man. Get the smile surgery? What's the smile surgery? From the movie Smile? With Naomi Scott? Would it kill you, Smile too? All right, Joe, I need your help. I'm thinking that I need to go to the pharmacy. Go up the ladder, down the stairs, and then you're done. Joe, you've saved my life. Go, mama. I agree as well, by the way. Someone said, I think NL would have too much head. Pun probably unintended, I had to guess. If he didn't have glasses. I think there's an element of that, too. Like, the glasses are kind of like... I wouldn't say they're super fashionable, but they do kind of tie the look together because they delineate a little bit the head versus the face. It's nice to have like a little divider in there. Down the stairs. Oh, to the question mark. He'd make outrageous claims like he invented the question mark. ANL, you're huge on Tumblr, by the way. Thank you. I thought that it didn't exist anymore, but I'm happy to hear that it's still around, especially if they enjoy my kind of content. I thought they like went out of business or something. That's just too much for a guy like me, honestly. It's a start. Make sure you go save after that. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, I wish I had more anecdotes from this weekend, but I don't, honestly. Or do I? Well, not really. We didn't go out that much, man. I was supposed to go to UBC Apple Fest. Sorry to disappoint my fans. I felt like we live in a rainy city, but Saturday and Sunday were legitimately like the rainiest 2 days in a row that I think I've ever seen living in Vancouver. It was actually like outrageous. Oh, we tried that 20 times. Wait. Not quite, huh? We needed it? Don't say that, okay? We didn't really need it. We've been getting enough of it. All the Fuji guys were gonna jump you when you got there anyway. Saved. I was pissed off too, because first off, the tickets cost money and they're non-refundable. But secondly, all the tickets for the Apple tasting were sold out, man. Stop or I'll shoot. So I was kind of like, why the fuck am I going to UBC Apple Fest if I'm not even allowed to try the apples? It seems like a scam. He's talking about literal apples? Yeah, what do you think I was talking about? Phones? What do I care, man? Oh, the phone's got a new fucking button on it that fucking zips. I'm pissed off because you guys told me it would make my computer run better if I restarted it. So I restarted it. It had a mandatory Windows update. New icon on my taskbar that says fucking, here, Microsoft Copilot, your AI assistant. What do I need that shit for, man? He fell for it. They didn't ask me or anything, man. I don't buy it. Nice try, kid. Deontay Wilder. Wilder? I don't know, I only saw one episode of The Traitors this year. It's smoked. She's back. You can't afford to get hit here, man. She was one-tapped. Last time I saw you had 100 bullets. What happened? Every time I pulled out my gun, people went, oh shit, you got so many bullets. You have more bullets than I've ever seen. Any human being in Silent Hill ever have. So I started shooting like a lot more often. Instead of trying to melee every single enemy. But we can break it. And yet you still have a good amount. That's true, I did also fire like 70 bullets into the boss. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I'm going through all this. Well, here's the thing. I think if you told James when he went to Silent Hill, like on day 0, when he met up with the lady in the graveyard, I think if you had told him this is what you're gonna have to go through, he might have been like, I'm just gonna turn that car around. But, you know, he's like, hey, I wanna find my wife. He runs into a couple enemies that are like, okay, honestly, that would sting quite a lot. He runs into a couple enemies that honestly, like, aren't even that bad. Nice try. He's probably like, damn, I could be like the mayor of this place if I keep my shit up. Now, he's in the hospital and he's fighting against like mini bosses nonstop. But it's too late, because what's he gonna do? He can't go back now. There's no way to go back. The only way to go back would have been to never get here in the first place. You guys know Dragon's Den is still on TV? Lamau. Yes, Saku was on there. Dude, that's what I was gonna bring up. But I was like, it's way too Vancouver posting. There was a couple of things I was thinking about. One of the things was like, I was like, damn, what the fuck is Simu Liu doing on Dragon's Den? Like, he's a famous guy, but he doesn't really strike me as like a business mogul or something like that. I guess like every other Canadian has served their term as a judge on Dragon's Den, so now they're just like, they're cycling like new human beings in, I guess. He seems cool. I really got nothing against him. I'm just like, I was like, damn, this is just, he was just kind of like a guy. I don't know if maybe he's got like a fund or something, but anyway. And then I was like, yeah, Saku was on there. And I was like, damn, I thought this was just a restaurant. I didn't realize it was like a venture capital thing. That would explain, Saku, why you guys, because you're trying to franchise across the whole country, that would explain why you replaced the bomb Tonjiru soup with the bespoke fucking pork base and the sliced carrots and shit. That would explain why you replaced it with a generic-ass miso soup. You got rid of the Tonjiru? I'm a simple man. I stopped going. Miso soup, not a bad soup. Not a bad soup. I'm not going to say something I don't regret. One of the most overrated soups out there, though. Especially, it's like when people tell me like their favorite Korean food is like a corn dog or something like that. I'm like, you realize that at these Japanese restaurants, most of them, when you order the miso soup, they literally got hot water and like a fucking plastic bag, basically. They just go, shh, 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 and then you go, a taste of Tokyo. They're pulling the wool over your fucking eyes, man. How they do it in Tokyo? Well, it's probably not plastic. It's probably, well, actually, knowing Japan, it's probably even more plastic. To be honest with you. Push the box. Listen. You're going to need to tell me where the box is. I know how this is going to go, because you're going to say, I'm going to say, why didn't you tell me to push the box in the room where the box was? And you're going to say, well, I watch other streamers where if I were to just tell them something like that, they'd be mad. Shh. It's a safe place. If you walk into a room, if you see me walk into a room, and there's something you want me to do in this game, tell me to do it, okay? Because I don't know what I'm doing. I get confused, I get lost. Now, in like Mario Party, don't backseat, because that's extremely offensive to me, because every single game is like, grab the coins. But in Silent Hill, the most confusing game to navigate that I've ever played in my entire life, please, please, be the change you want to see in the world. Like, for example, here's the box. But now it's like part 2 is like, where am I putting the box? Push it into the hallway? You geniuses. But here's the thing, guys. Oh, it does fit. It does fit. You beautiful chatters. I can't go that far. Oh, but I could go... I could go here, okay. Exactly. Look at that, easy. Good done, bro. No. Back it up, back it up. That's bait. That's bait again. That would probably hurt, huh? little bit. What the hell, man? Who throws a shoe, honestly? Average US healthcare experience? I got bad news for you, brother. He's there again, looking, staring. He says he'll drag me there. I don't want to. I won't let him take me. Okay, so it sounds like nefarious, but that's literally like my daughter's internal monologue when I'm watching her eat breakfast and trying to get her like out the door to an activity or something. I'm like, oh really, you don't want to go to soccer class? Even though yesterday you were like, Daddy, I love soccer class? Get a life. No one knows. They do be like that. Got sacks of shit. Not the kids, they're doing their best. I'm talking about Jasper County motherfuckers. Sorry, I'm working on it. Jasper County motherfuckers. I'm coming for ya. Oh, Legalac. Don't worry. We'll do it on your terms. Our government needs stopped. I'm working on it, man. I can feel it. I can feel it kind of like percolating in there. I need to go to the director's office. And hey, NL, Balatro still your pick for game of the year? Yeah, it's going to be tough to beat. That one's going to be really tough to beat, to be honest. Gonna need some help here. There's a one-way entrance into L3. We can follow the chain on the ceiling. That's one problem, brother. Ob's room C5 into corridor. Thank you, gamers. You can bring the cart back into this room. You can see why I wasn't fucking with Jabu Jabu's belly, right? I was like, what? I already used that thing to solve one puzzle. You can use it to solve another puzzle? That doesn't seem right. Wait until Hawk2 releases her game. No, I let Chibli know yesterday. I'm done glazing Hawk2. Like, I thought that she was just a carefree lady that made self-serious people mad, which made me laugh. But instead, she keeps posting, like, I think she's a true believer in the grift. And I can no longer support Hawk2, although I will say, until the day I die, I like my cheese drippy, bruh. That her posting, like, she quote tweets, like, once every 2 days the price of Bitcoin, and then, like, photoshops her head on a Doge and says, like, bit on that thing. Like, it's just not good, man. And, like, each one is getting, like, less likes, man. Like, they used to get, like, 10,000 likes, then they fell to, like, 2,000 likes. Now they're getting, like, 175 likes. And I'm like, you can't just be posting Bitcoin surfboard, yes, bid on that thing. Like, it's just not... You gotta stop that. Posting photoshopped images of you next to, like, Michael fucking Saylor? Just put the Tua in the Hawk, okay, lady? She can recover, okay? She can recover. She is glazing Elon as well. I mean, it's like the memes, the crypto posts, the American flag in the profile picture, like it's all the signals are pointing in one direction and I can no longer ignore it. It's just like if the Rizzler started posting about Bitcoin, I would be like, whatever, he's the Rizzler. But if the Rizzler was on stage with Elon and posting about crypto and had the American flag in his profile photo, I would be like, maybe the Rizzler's a little washed. But I think the Rizzler recognizes that as a public figure, he has the mandate of heaven, and, you know, he should just stick to the... Anyway. His family are all cops. He's literally like 9 years old. What do you want him to do? Get his dad fired from the force? Like, live in the real world at least like a little bit here. What is he supposed to do about that? He's in like the 4th grade or so, maybe even the 3rd grade. Like, he learned how to tie his shoes like 18 months ago. Cut him some slack, man. Go outside. That's crazy. He's a Mets fan? Well, you know. Baseball's interesting, right? Because, like, I wanted to be annoyed, even as somebody who doesn't watch baseball, so that's not even really fair. But I wanted to be annoyed that the Yankees and the Dodgers made the World Series. But then I'm like, isn't it like a generational sort of World Series then? Even though the teams are very spendy and also make the World Series fairly often, although it's been a while for the Yankees, it's like Judge versus Ohtani, man. It's East Coast versus West Coast. There's a lot of narratives, man. It's money versus money? Yeah, but the Mets were spendy too. I mean, I get the Guardians are like not as much, but it's kind of hard to be like, man, fuck the Dodgers. I wish the Mets had made it. When don't the Mets have like even more money than even more spending? I forgot how to speak English for a second. Because of every 2 seconds, my controller spits out like white noise designed to disrupt the thought patterns in my brain. Come on, man. Okay, generational fumble right here. Whatever. Pipe don't miss. She's done. Come on, man. Stop moving your head so much. This is an honest question. Oh, no health items, motherfucker. Would you rather be shot in the head or hit in the head at arm's length by this metal pipe? And it's an adult of average strength wielding it, swinging it as hard as they can. Neither is a good answer. I would also rather have neither. But if I had to choose... I mean, I'm not a doctor, clearly. Isn't there like a better chance you like survive the bullet than the chance that you survive the pipe? I know it sounds crazy, but I feel like, isn't the pipe just gonna like... You know those videos of like people at Dairy Queen trying to turn over the Blizzard when they give it to the customer, but all the ice cream falls out? Like, isn't that what's gonna happen to your head? If If someone hits you with like a 4-pound steel pipe with leverage. Same with the bullet? Yeah, but it could like miss the important parts of my brain, right? I'm sure it happens all the time. I mean, 50 Cent got shot 9 times, and he's still shitposting on Twitter. There's a note on the floor. Oh, okay. Hang on. There's a note on the floor. I won't rest until they are solved. I can't rest. I don't know how anymore. He wasn't shot in the head 9 times? Yeah, but I figured, like, once or twice? Maybe? I mean, if you get shot 9 times, just a law of large numbers, a couple of them had to be in the head, right? Survivor bias? Listen, it's gonna suck either way. I'm just saying, I feel like... I don't know, man. I feel like the pipe is gonna... It's gonna leave you with quite a headache at the very least. True. Yeah, you know that you'd be like... You'd be hearing like birds tweeting and stuff like that. Alright, chat, I need your help. Yet again. Here's the map. Save my life. Try going back to the treatment stretcher. Okay. Treatment stretcher. Did I get something in my inventory and fail to acknowledge it? That's possible. Oh, I turned on the generator. You're right. Pretty birdie. Pretty birdie. Our pets' heads are falling off. UV index of 4. Turn me up, boys. What is... Oh, shit. I don't know if I should get on that thing, man. Ah, whatever. Is 4 like the sun is basically hitting you with the full force of its fucking beams? 4 is not good. What 4? Well, what's good? Good is like 1, right? 12 is full force. 12 is like the captain from Sunshine, right? Yamoto, what do you see? Oh shit. 9659. 9659. Take that back to the lock. James be like, I gotta write that shit down. Who would you be if you were in the movie Sunshine? I think I would probably be Benedict Wong, aka guy who advocates for us to try to save the other ship and then like is racked with guilt afterwards and can no longer continue. I'd be Pinbacker. That's fucked up, dude. He's a bad guy. That's the thing is like all these like young men, they always miss the point of the movie. They watch The Wolf of Wall Street and they're like, I want to be Jordan Belfort. They watch American Psycho and they're like, whoa, Patrick Bateman is so Giga Chad. They watch Sunshine and they're like, whoa, that cannibal demon with no skin, Pinbacker, like he's so fucking lean. I want to be him. No, like use your media literacy. Pinbacker is not a good guy. First off, he's not a good captain. The ship got marooned. After the ship got marooned, he couldn't live with his failures. So he started worshiping the sun and killed all of his crew. That's pretty bad, okay? That's pretty bad. But then to make matters even worse, then he sent out the signal that was like, we need your help. Just to lure the other ship there. Like, that's messed up, dude. That's where he lost me. Like, I think the 6 or 7 murders before that, like, people make mistakes. But at that point, I was like, he's irredeemable, man. He's a bad guy. I was gonna watch that tonight. You still should. It's really good. 9659. Thank you. Thank you. 9659. Okay. My bad. This is like when you're using your TV, maybe you're having people over for like a Christmas party, and you gotta enter the channel that plays Christmas music 24/7. You're like, well, the news is on 100, sports start on 200, Christmas music 24/7, oh yeah, that's channel 9659. Alright, well, you know what you do after that? You save. You guys watch TV? I've been known to watch some sports. I watched part of the Sunday Night Football game last night. This puzzle coming up is the only thing I had to look up. You ever try having an audience that just tells you what to do? I got you, King. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Follow the chain, perhaps? Fucking decroded-ass cable management. Not that one. Good save. Chat, I wish Fly won. Are you me posting about Sugar Ray getting snubbed at the 1997 American Music Awards? What are you talking about? I wish Fly won. Ryan Johnson at the best episode of Breaking Bad Awards 2013. League of Legends. You guys really watch other people play video games, huh? Alright, but I don't really get it, but okay, sure. If you're interested or whatever. Wouldn't be me. Who do you think's got the best 1-2 running back in the NFL right now? I mean, how about Derrick Henry? Oh, really? Who's the Ravens' backup? It doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. Because the starting running back is Derrick Henry. Ravens are on Monday Night Football tonight, right? Who they play? Who are the Ravens playing tonight on Monday Night Football? Tampa Bay, that's a big game. Faker Mayfield. I mean, Baker Fraudfield. I mean, Faker, I mean, they score a lot of points, the Buccaneers. They do score a lot of points. I keep this shit on me. First you gotta buy me dinner. It's what it's like to wake up in a dorm. I still do. I'm not making this like a kids these days wouldn't get it type of bit. But I do think whenever I tell this story, people are like, man, toxic masculinity is real. And I'm like, yeah, but it's also like really funny. When I was in the dorms in my first year of university, hang on, let me not die here. Stop it! Back me up, back me up. Like, you are all shook up, lady. When I was in the dorms, my first year of university, my first semester, I think my first class was at like 10 a.m. So I could get up at like 9:30 or 9:40 and be fine. My roommate was an engineer. Well, he's an engineering student, and he resented the fact that I started at 10 a.m. because he started at 8. And then he would wake up at like 6:30, and as soon as he would wake up, he would just play She Is Beautiful by Andrew WK on his fucking computer speakers at like 200 decibels every fucking morning, man. And like, you might be like, were you pissed off? And I was like, yeah, I was pissed off like every morning for like a minute. But then I would like knock on his door and I'd be like, you fucker, like turn it down. And he'd be like, sorry, sorry. And then I would be like, that's my best friend right there. There's something about it, man. Is he your best friend? No, we haven't talked in like probably 13 years. I still wish him the best. We had some good times. Holy shit. Lazy scholar at 2 a.m. be like, yeah, man. And like, I know you're gonna say, like, I made it seem like he was always the bad guy. He was not always the bad guy at all. He had a long-distance girlfriend in Toronto who would come visit him like once a month. And they were like very, very serious, right? So I remember it was probably like the second time that she was gonna visit or something like that. He was like, hey, I need to go to bed early tonight because, you know, my girlfriend's coming up from Toronto tomorrow. And I was like, yeah, okay, no problem. Sounds like it's your business, I guess, when you go to bed and when you wake up. Cut to 2:33, 3:34 in the dorm room. I'm over the garbage can. And the dorm rooms are like this big, right? So this is like right next to his bed. But 4 in the morning. And then you're like too fucked up to bring the trash can to like the bathroom to throw out the garbage bag in the bathroom garbage. And you're like, you know, so we all, yeah, shit, I've never knew girls existed like you. Da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Now that I do, I really like to get to know you. There's some good times, man. Should have just gone to Vic Hall to punch out the drop ceilings. That's just the rite of passage. I punched out the drop ceilings in my first off-campus house. And then I was like paranoid that the landlord was going to be like, who fucked up the ceiling? But then he did a walkthrough on like the last day that we lived there, and he looked at the ceiling and he looked at us, and then he just said, that's fine. Like, I think at least he kind of understood the game, which was that he was charging us like $600 a bedroom in 2007 for like a 7-bedroom house that probably should have been like $500 a month for the whole fucking house. And the trade-off is, he's like, what did I expect? Did I expect they were gonna treat the house like a palace? Come on. Did Morris smell like shit when you went there? I didn't. So that's where a lot of the engineers live. So I don't want to get them like. I don't want to cast any aspersions on them. I wasn't in Morris too much. I was across the street, across the lane in McNeil House before they did the renovations. What the hell? I'm back at the starting room? It's funny to think, though, like, I have some stereotypes about, like, some buildings on campus, but it's all informed by the fact that I went there, you know, 2006 to 2010. I don't know, maybe now the cool kids eat lunch in Banri and the losers eat lunch in Leonard. Back when I went to university, that shit was vice versa, though. Cool guys ate their lunch at Leonard, and the fucking Jasper County motherfuckers, you sacks of shit, you sacks of shit, they ate their lunch at Banri. Although one time I had to get lunch at Banri, and I was like, oh shit, they got like fucking oyster beef in here and shit. In 2016, it was still like that. Let's go, my Leonard crew. Leonard food is way worse. Well, I think that's why, listen, I don't mean, this is getting way too, like, hyper local and specific to, like, a specific period of time. I always felt like Leonard was, like, where you went to be, like, a real university student. You're, like, eating gruel and, like, shitty pizza, and they're like, it's shrimp scampi, and the shrimps are, like, 3 nanometers long. And then Banri, which was, like, the girls-only dorm, was, like, buttoned up, like, fucking tunics and stuff like that. And they got all, oh, filet mignon for breakfast? I had too much for dinner last night. So I've had, like, Leonard Hall, it was like you were getting it, you're rubbing elbows with the proletariat of private school educated kids from Toronto who just want to be away from their parents for the first time. Guys, I need your help. I walked around in a big circle. There's a wall you can break at M3. You guys are legends. I need like a mod for this that just turns all the lights on. I'm in M5, okay. In Kingston, Ontario, no one jumps for the filet mignon. That's right, man. That's right. And the librarian, because we're drift compatible, as much as I hate to admit it. Been talking about university cafeterias. What's the next story? There's 2 stories, and I always chain them into each other, but they're like my favorites to tell. The first one is we were doing food hacks before like YouTube Shorts existed, so we just had to make them up. We got sick of eating the same old slop in the cafeteria, right? So we said, hey, you know what we should do? They have those like Quiznos style toasters where you put like the bread in the top and then it like goes around the conveyor belt and comes out the bottom perfectly toasted. I swear to you, I swear it to you, I cut up a tortilla from like the wrap station, the salad bar, into like tortilla chips size pieces and threw them into the toaster. And then I sat there while the toaster did its thing and it went through the event horizon and it spat out like 16 perfect, crisp, hot tortilla chips out of the bottom of the toaster the first time I did it. And then I got like shredded cheese from the salad bar and like put it on top and like toppings and stuff like that. And I brought it back to the cafeteria table and I was like a god. They were like, you made fucking nachos in the Sodexo prison cafeteria. And I was like, I'm going to do this every day. Came back the next day, cut up the tortilla, put the tortilla chips into the toaster. It passed by the event horizon. No chips got shot out the bottom. Instead, I waited like another 30 seconds and then a bunch of smoke started like pouring out of the top of the machine. And then I just unplugged the toaster and then went back to the table and it was like, nobody's the wiser. So that might have broken the toaster. And then the other one I always talk about is on St. Patrick's Day, must have been 2007. This is not necessarily based, okay, but the story is really funny. It was St. Patrick's Day in the dorms. We started drinking at like 8, 9 a.m., right? So we got dinner as soon as the cafeteria opened because our stomachs were not right. So that was at like 4 p.m. or something like that. And then later that night, we looked out of our like dorm windows at the cafeteria because the buildings are adjacent. and the lights were off. And we were like, what? The cafeteria is not supposed to close until like 9 o'clock at night or something like that. It's only like 6:30 and all the lights are off. Come to find out, picked up the campus newspaper the next morning. There was a drunken riot in the cafeteria because the kids were so intoxicated on account of it being St. Patrick's Day. They like revolted in the cafeteria and hopped the counters and then started like cooking their own shit. Like they were dropping their own food in the fryers and the ovens and stuff like that. And then the staff just went, fuck this, and like left because they're probably like, we don't get paid enough to deal with this. This is like a real security risk. So they had to have like campus security come in, and then they shut down the dining hall. Anyway, 1 year they've been watching me. So many pills they fed me. When a loud hour comes, I tremble every time the light falls. Okay. So it was, one of the numbers is 2. Who am I? Oh shit, one of the numbers is 6. Write that down, James. Write that down. Yeah, I know. And then, wait. Watch it go dark. Okay, 2 of those. 1 year, so it's 1 something 22, and I forgot what this is. 1622. 1, nothing wrong with me. 2621. 1622. Okay, Lin-Manuel Miranda. I don't know. That's not even when Hamilton takes place. Lewis Hamilton when Louis Burr drives up on the grid. Is this anything? I've been thinking about that all weekend. They need like a Lin-Manuel Miranda in the year 3000 to write a rap about like a Twitch streamer. How could a bastard, degen, soy jack, degenerate? Sorry. You can picture it though, right? You can picture it. I just gotta check the map real quick. Keep going though? No, it took Lin-Manuel Miranda like 11 years to write Hamilton. It would take me like 20 minutes to finish this bit. Map to a map on that thing. North Korea stream when? Once a month. I still think about that YouTuber who took a sponsored deal to do travel vlogs in North Korea and then posted all the videos that were like, see, it's not that fucked up in North Korea. They got like a water park and everyone seems really happy. And then he had to make like an apology video. Oh man. I was like, I guess maybe I didn't see like a perfect representation of daily life in Pyongyang. That'd probably be the last thing I did in Silent Hill, to be honest. Maybe the second last thing I did in Silent Hill. Ah, of course, the Han Solo frozen in carbonite Funko Pop. She really says -1, huh? -1 elevator button. How about that? Thought it was a communion wafer. 1 in chat if you've ever had a communion wafer. I've never done it. I've been baptized, but I was never confirmed. Confirmed is where you have to pick like a biblical name, right? You have to be like, my parents named me Jarrett, but actually like my confirmed name is like Methuselah or something like that. Saint Bonaranus or whatever. What is it? Sorry. It's Boniface, right? You pick a saint, Saint Boniface, not Bonaranus. My bad. Bonner. I guess I would go to the elevator next. It's not my first video game. Not in Protestantism. I don't know. I mean, I'm just leveling with you. I don't really know all the difference, man. I know the difference as of like 1600s. I don't know really the difference now. She's an angel no one knows. Only I can see the lady of the door. They cannot walk along her bridge of thread. They'll fall from the weight of their crimes like bloated and ugly corpses. Their sins, she devours them. Sin and sinner alike as she saves. Me, she is an angel. Yep. This game actually happened to me. It's based on a true story.
Everyone, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to another exciting edition of Trick or Treat, where you answer our questions correctly and win a prize beyond your wildest dreams. Or you fail to answer correctly and receive the punishment. It's all in the hands of our lucky contestant, James Sunderland.
Oh shit!
James,
Come on down!
ready to play Trick or Treat? Excellent. Here's your first question. In the early 1800s, a terrible disease spread across Silent Hill, resulting in the death of many of its inhabitants.
2.
Their bodies thrown into the lake to sleep forever in their watery grave. How many souls were lost during the plague? 1, 42, 2, 67, 3, 85. Know the answer? Well, you better hold on to it. You never
3,
know
3.
it might come in handy.
3.
Now, on to the second question. Follow Sanders Street heading east and further on to the outskirts of town. One and only one road will take you towards the lumberyard and the cemetery. What is the name of that road?
Oh,
1, Bachman Road. 2, Munson Street. 3, Wiltsey Road.
1, whatever 1 was.
I sure as hell hope so.
3, thank you.
Final question. Silent Hill witnessed a gruesome murder a few years back. A brother and sister were playing in the road when they were attacked and chopped into pieces with an axe. Torn flesh.
This episode brought to you by Squarespace.
Splattered blood. What a terrible tragedy. What a gruesome end to such innocent lives. One of the victims was a local boy named Billy Locay. But what was the name of the other victim? Billy's sister. 1,
Miss Locane.
Miriam. 2,
Heather. Heather sounds like a perfect Locane name.
Julia. Well, that's the last of our questions. Have you got it all figured out?
It's 1. Okay.
So, fantastic. The time will soon come to collect your prizes. But be careful. If you're wrong, well, looks like that's all the time we have.
It sure takes a long fucking time to go down 1 floor, man. Next time I gotta take the stairs, you wordy motherfucker.
Sickness or in health. Bye-bye.
What the hell was that?
Must have been a wrong number. We're going down right now. You can't tell, but my controller's vibrating. Alright. One person in chat said 231. I'm gonna trust you on that one. I'm gonna trust you. Buddy. I just need a save point, because if I die and have to go through all that again... I see the light of the save point. No bugs, please. It's not a save. Oh, there's a bug! Bail, bail. Motherfucker. Me and my software dev job? Yeah, yeah, but who put the fucking... Who put the fucking bug there, bud? You know what I'm saying? It was probably you. Well, I don't know, really. My concept of software development is still very much like, I can't understand why there's like more than one programmer on any given team. Which is probably very naive, but I'm like, it just doesn't make sense to me, man. You're baiting? I'm not really baiting. I'm not really baiting. I'm just like, you know. I guess I just don't get it. There's more than one thing to do? Well, yeah, you know, but like, can't like one good programmer, like, put him on the moon? Put a man on the moon? Why do you need like 5,000 to make Facebook? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me, but obviously that is what it requires. Hey, Fencer Brave, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. I ain't going down like that.